Dear students, we should start our literature classes. There's a saying, literature is life. Therefore, when we study literature, we study the life of the author, one who wrote it, about whom he wrote, the characters, also about our own life. We try to apply it to our own lives and make our lives more enriching. First, we shall take up the story. Salvatore by William Somerset Maugham. First, I shall introduce to you the author, Somerset Maugham. It's difficult to pronounce, though the spelling is M-A-U-G-H-A-M. It is pronounced as Maugham, something like Mo, but there is a W sound after Mo, so it will be Maugham. Somerset Maugham. Born in 1874 and died in 1965. He was born in France and died in France. Born in Paris in France and died in Nice in France. We immediately get the doubt. How is that he was an English poet? How did he was born in France and died in France? Yes. His daddy was a lawyer working for the British Embassy in Paris. So while he was staying in France, he got the son, Somerset Maugham, and he continued to live in different parts of the world and died in France. What was he known for? He was known for his great writings. He was a novelist. He used to write novels. He was a playwright. He wrote dramas. And he was a popular short story writer. His short stories are so exciting, full of life. Once you start reading, you will not put it aside till you complete it. Very captivating ones. And you know, in his era, he was one of the popular writers and the highest paid author in 1930s. The highest paid author in 1930s. Very popular, famous writer. You should know a little bit about the authors, and especially certain authors. If you do not know them well, you will not understand the story properly. In order to understand the story well, we need to know the author and his background. So, there is something very special about Somerset Maugham. What were they? Unadorned style, cosmopolitan settings, shrewd understanding of human nature, and cynical prose. Do they sound very hi-fi, above your head, difficult to understand? Doesn't matter. I will explain to you. Unadorned style means plain style. You can have different styles in writing. His style was very plain. He did not use bombastic words, very ordinary words, very straightforward, did not use much of figure of speech, very plain. You can say something like the current prose in newspaper. You know, newspaper writings are very straight and simple so that even the ordinary people can follow. So that was his style. cosmopolitan settings. That is a universal appeal. He traveled a lot. He was living in France. From France he went to Germany for his studies. From Germany he went to England. From there he went to various parts of the world. So he knew places, he knew people, he knew their characters. As a result, all his settings are cosmopolitan in the sense they have universal appeal. It can be applied to any people, anywhere. He had a shrewd understanding of human nature. Shrewd means witty, humorous. He could depict people and their character in a humorous way. So, shrewd understanding of human nature. What is human nature? Human nature is behavioral traits, feelings, emotions, your psyche, all those things will come under behavior. So, behavioral traits shared by all. So when he writes about Salvatore, he is not just writing about one person called Salvatore. It's applied to anyone like Salvatore all over the world. So, the shrewd understanding of human nature. How did he know? Because of his contact with a number of people in different parts of the world and also experiencing various aspects of life. He was orphaned when he was 10 years old. So he had a struggle. He went from different professions. He was an accountant. He was a lawyer. He studied for medicine. He wanted to become a doctor. He was a doctor. And when he started writing, his writings were so popular, they were just sold out like that, books. So he left everything and became permanently a writer, a professional writer. So various jobs he did. So he had a lot of experience. With that he could write about people very easily. The last one is he wrote cynical prose. What is the meaning of cynical prose? That is not trusting human sincerity. Not trusting human sincerity or integrity. Normally we say human beings basically are good. They are good beings. It's the situation that makes them bad. So he questions, is it true? He says he does not believe in that kind of integrity. What is his belief? People are motivated purely by self-interest. That's his belief. People are purely motivated by self-interest. Selfishness. Human beings by nature are selfish. They do things for their own gains. There is nothing called pure love. There is nothing called pure goodness. So that is cynical prose. So human beings are not good by nature. They are highly motivated by self-interest. So this is about the author. You have to keep these things in the background, then you'll understand the poem, understand the story easily. Now you'll go to the story. Salvatore, literally it means Savior. S-A-V-I-O-U-R, Savior. Jesus Christ was the Savior of mankind. That meaning. Salvatore was an Italian fisherman. So the story is a portrait of Salvatore and his disappointment in love. So the story is a portrait. What is the meaning of portrait? A picture. Picture. He is depicting the character of Salvatore and his disappointments in love. Salvatore was disappointed because he failed in his love. People showed their real colors. When the situations turned unfavorable, they changed sides. One whom he loved and who said that she loved him so much betrayed him. Many disowned him when he was not physically fully alright. People had different considerations about him. In spite of all the odds, in spite of all the troubles he faced, he kept himself faithful. So, you must start, the starting of the story is like this. I wonder if I can do it. I wonder if I can do it. That's the opening line. It's very important. I wonder if I can do it. What is it that I wonder whether I could do it? That he comes and says in the last paragraph. Very interesting. Last paragraph of the story, he concludes saying, I wondered whether I could do it. What is that? To hold the attention of you for a few pages. To hold your attention for a few pages while I drew the portrait of Salvatore. While I was busy trying to depict who Salvatore is. Meanwhile, I wanted to hold your attention for a few pages. And then he concludes saying, the conclusion is very important. He says Salvatore possessed nothing but a quality. Salvatore had nothing in his life, lost everything. He possessed only one quality, which was the rarest quality, the most precious quality, and the loveliest quality. So what he possessed, the quality was the rarest, most precious, and the loveliest. Did anybody else possess these qualities? Yes, there were other people who were having the quality, and this quality has a radiance, a brightness, just a bright light. There were many others, but there was something very special about this quality in Salvatore. How so strangely, so unexpectedly, he was extremely humble. So strangely, it's very, very strange. Normally it doesn't happen. So unexpectedly, Salvatore was extremely humble. So, the same quality which brightened up was present in many others, but in others they were hardly bearable. Beautiful expression. The same quality in many others, it was hardly bearable. What is the meaning of hardly bearable? Hardly bearable means unbearable. Hardly bearable is unbearable. That cannot be stomached. That cannot be accepted. That cannot be accepted. Why? All those who possessed these qualities, they were very arrogant and egoistic. They were arrogant and egoistic. You know, egoistic, self-centered. They were self-centered. They went on praising themselves, or they felt they are so important and they kept on doing things with that kind of arrogance. Whereas in Salvatore, he had that extreme humbleness which made things different. And then the author asks, do you know what is that quality? That quality is goodness. Inherent goodness. Inborn goodness. Even when he lost everything, that quality was kept in him. Even when he faced with the trials in life, he did not give it up. Even the girl whom he loved and who loved him said goodbye. He did not speak ill of her. Beautiful quality of goodness. See, though the author is, he did not believe cynical prose, not trusting human sincerity, but is trying to depict such rare quality was present in one person. If we also could possess such a wonderful quality, then we also can become rare beings in this world. As homework, please read your introduction, read the introduction given in the textbook, also read the introduction given in your workbook, and try to read your story, read the story Salvatore at least once. If you can read twice, very good. Or at least read once so that you will follow the story easily. Thank you.